what do you do for a living?
I am a retired travel nurse.
And about how much money did you make per year as a travel nurse?
I want to say in total, I probably made like 350,000 as a travel nurse.
And how many years experience did you have?
I have 5 years of experience as a nurse.
And what type of college experience do you have or background?
I have a bachelor's degree in nursing and a bachelor's degree in health science.
And what were some of the challenges you faced as a travel nurse? Was it hard?
I wouldn't say hard per se, but it was definitely challenging. I dealt with a lot of burned out. A lot of nurses just were unhappy because we were stressed out. So that's what I would say was the hardest about it. But taking care of patients, I love patients.
And what is exactly that you do right now?
Now I have a community for nurses. So I teach them how to get lines of credit, create digital products, and get high-paying travel nursing contracts.
And do you like what you do now?
Absolutely. Literally, my first year in business, I made like $400,000. And to see other nurses get $250,000, $100,000, I'm excited. I have freedom, and I'm helping other nurses make more money.
Wow. And then last question, any advice you want to give to someone right now that wants to do what you do?
Any advice? I would say invest in yourself. When I was making the transition from working as a travel nurse to an entrepreneur, I didn't have any guidance, so I invested in a mentor, and I feel like that's what allowed me to generate so much income my first year in business.
I am a PA and I'm an injector here in Miami.
And about how much money do you make per year?
So if everything goes as planned, 300,000.
And how many years experience do you have in your field?
About 8.
And how did you get started in this industry? Tell us your background, your experience. Tell us.
So after I got out of PA school, I started doing surgery, and I did that for a few years while I started doing injectables part-time. And as the industry grew and it became a lot busier, then I became full-time.
And then you say you do injectables. What does that mean exactly? I'm confused.
So like Botox, fillers,
Okay.
but I focus mostly on face and like full face rejuvenation.
Okay.
An emergency doctor,
Oh, wow. And about how much money do you make per year as an emergency doctor?
like close to 400. Yeah.
And what type of educational background do you have?
Yeah. So I did an undergrad degree, then went to med school, then had to do residency for 3 years to do just additional training within emergency medicine.
And about how many years total was that?
So undergrad and everything's probably 11 years.
And
Yeah,
how long
yeah.
have you been a doctor for?
10 years.
And what do you love about being a doctor? Tell us.
I think you're making an impact in people's lives. I mean, especially with the emergency department. I don't know these people that come in their worst situation, and you're making a big impact in their lives. So.
And going to school for all the years, do you think it was worth it for what you do now?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a pretty chill gig. I mean, I work 36 hours a week for that much pay. It's pretty damn good, So,
And then what advice you want to give to someone that wants to get started in your field or go to college to become a doctor?
I mean, it's a lot of perseverance. Like, it's a lot of hard work. I mean, you do miss out on a lot of like my 20s, but I mean, at the end now, like, it's worth it. I mean, like, I'm living a decent life. I have 2 kids, a wife, living the high life, I guess, in Atlanta. So like, it does give a lot of perks to it. But I think just perseverance is staying at it, because a lot of times you hit road bumps and you're like, why am I doing this? But I think now that where I am and making an impact in people's lives, it's pretty grateful, man.